Your Olympic hero has arrived. It's true, it's true.
You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to a little bit of a different gaming video today. So, today we'll be playing the Serial Experiments Lain game, kind of. As you can see, for obvious reasons, I have not purchased the game itself. And I haven't downloaded a ROM or anything of it either, but here it is. This is what the game looks like on the PS1. As you can see, it is incredibly expensive, as some of these older, obscure Japanese PS1 games can be. Now, this is typically how the game would look, right? It has Lain here, and we're not going to actually watch the file she goes into. We're just going to show, like, the menu, quote-unquote. Well, this is the game itself. As you click on different files in the different levels, and she walks around, she opens the file, and it goes on like that, right? And then, you just progress through the files. We're not going to show this whole thing here, because we're actually going to play a somewhat recreation of the game. But unfortunately, this version we'll be playing does not actually have the interactive Lain that opens the files and stuff. It's just the files themselves. But this is a semi-faithful recreation where it's just the files themselves. So we'll take a look. If you're unfamiliar with Serial Experiments Lain, it's based on an anime. And the anime and game were made simultaneously, but they have some major differences in plot and aren't meant to exactly correlate. They're just two different interpretations of the characters. What it is this late 90s, early 2000s look at the internet. Each story is told somewhat differently, but this, you're supposed to go through the files, and again, normally you'd have Lain walking around and you have to progress through the levels. Here they just kind of have all the files laid out, and you can kind of play them out of order on the actual game. As well, and you'll get them in a random order, so there's no correct order for doing it, so we're just going to go ahead and start with the files and try to progress through the quote-unquote game, right? Alright, so here's the first thing, this video. Yeah, and so like that's kind of freaky, right? So what you do is you piece together the story based on the videos. And audio files and all sorts of other things you'll get. And these are quite loud, so I'm going to probably turn down my computer volume overall, actually. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of these files can be kind of short. And just imagine, she's walking around in these files as you're accessing them. And then here's an audio file. And, I would have thought they would have had subtitles or something here. Looks like they don't, though. Taking them into load here. And again, you're just trying to piece together the story with all these different fragments of the story in the game. And it's an interesting way to do it, for sure. It's not really looked at as a game, but more of an interactive story, in a sense. Where you're just kind of given bits of the story a little bit at a time and you kind of explore it. This site seems to have issue loading. Maybe if I close some of the other tabs up, it'll work a little better. As you can tell, it has something to do with a character dying. I think that's Lain's father, and I think she, like, rebuilds him later on, too. And the game Lain, again, is a separate entity from the anime Lain. Like, it's just a bunch of weird shit, right? Like, it's like an ARG, essentially, is what it feels like. There we go. And again, like I said, you just kind of piece it together bit by bit. I've seen a playthrough where someone had subtitles for the audio files, but I'm not sure where they got that. I wonder if it's just a ROM hack for the actual PS1 game rather than this website thing. And doing an ARG type thing for Serial Experiments Lain, it's the perfect series to do it for, in all honesty, given the really weird nature of the series. God damn, that guy got fucked up. Also, the Lain in the game has, like, purplish hair, whereas she has brown hair in the anime. There's that weird thing that I think, again, I think this is a body she builds for her dead dad. Because I did look up the plot to this game at some point. And I did watch a playthrough where someone had English translations. See, it's almost like investigating like some weird murder case or something, right? And, yeah, so again, it's very simplistic, you know, you piece it together bit by bit to get the full story. And, the game itself does end quite differently than the anime does, but we'll get to that when we get to the ending. And there, I think this is Lane's dad. I think he killed himself, and that's when she builds him a body. I don't think Lane's dad as a character exists in the anime version. Again, the plots are actually quite different. The girl says, "Say, do you like me? If you do, come to my new URL site." So again, there's actually subtitles for this one. For some reason, there wasn't on the other one. But I can only see him. Lain, die. Get some more of these going. And again, these can be played out of order because the game kind of has them scattered around and you just kind of open the files to progress. I don't know. I don't care about the test anyway. If I knew that the world would end today, I would forget about study and just do what I felt like doing. There we go. Next file. And again, this isn't a very traditional game. It's literally just accessing little bits of a story at a time, so it's a unique way to do it, for sure. I'm pretty sure that's Morse code, but I don't know Morse code. See, some of this shit's really creepy. You are a chosen fighter. Fight with me. The only thing that can change this world is your lofty willpower. I know about you. No, I must die, because you seek after me. The woman you walked past at the intersection today is my clone. I can understand because I grew her from a tissue. She is me. She probably has noticed. I understand. If only we knew this about each other, this world would be... See, again, the plot to this is very confusing, which is very similar to how the actual anime is, because Serial Experiments Lain, if you don't know, is a very avant-garde and, like, weird series that just kind of happens. You don't really know what the fuck is going on, it just kind of happens. I ceased to exist again today. I ceased to exist again today. I was so sure that I was me when I woke up. Somehow, something seems to have fallen. I remember becoming sleepy, sitting in the dark and looking around. When he fell asleep, I awoke. I took the sheets off my shoulders and noticed blood on my hands. The floor was covered in a sea of blood. There was something written on my computer. I believed it. I thought you were terrible, Lain. But he likes you more than me. I didn't know why he liked you and not me. Lain, you don't really care if he likes you or not, do you? You are all a clump that doesn't exist. I eat the flesh of humans and shed blood. Look at me. Look at your moronic face. Everyone who mocks me is a stupid asshole. Look, your construction is nearly complete. Oh, I want to laugh right now. Did someone enter this room? So this one they don't even have subtitles, I assume because it's too distorted with all the voices. I don't know. I don't care about the test. I know that the world will come to an end. I could forget about studying. If I knew that the world... I know the world will come to an end. I could forget about studying and do what I feel like doing. Look at your stupid face. Anyone who mocks me is a stupid asshole. But I can only see him. Lain, it is your lofty willpower. I know about you. No, I must die. I'm pretty sure this is like a collection of all the stuff we had just previously listened to. I think we're going to call it there for now. I think we're going to do a level at a time. Maybe we'll do 2 levels next time because they're shorter after that one. Just to get a taste of it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see how this turns out, and then we'll continue next time with this level here. But yeah, let's go ahead and call it there. This has been Fugitive Red Eye. Have a good one.
I'm a bit of an elbow man myself, actually. Bit different, bit weird. Not sexual.
I'm gonna fucking die here, Jack!